Yeah, sure, Dion. I'm here.
All right, just give me a moment. Okay, just 1 second. All right. So good evening to everyone. Thank you for joining in today. Today is a new session of the E-Meet Your Design and Fashion School, where you get to interact with the top management of each school. You keep your options open to private design and fashion schools and save money by applying only to a few schools of your choice, right? So we don't want you to apply to a lot of schools. We want you to be very focused in what your applications are, and very specifically reach out to those few schools. So this is the series where we invite various managements of schools and allow you to ask your questions directly with them. For those of y'all who have missed this webinar on private design and fashion schools to consider, please watch this webinar, what we've done on the 24th of Jan. The link will be shared with you in the chat box. And those who are watching this on YouTube live, we'll paste the links over there as well. So today we've invited World University of Design Sonipat, which is in the Delhi NCR region. And so we have Falguni Sachin, who's representing um, World University of Design. Now, if you'd like more information on WUD, you can click on the DQ Edge link, and you can reach out to get a little more information about this school directly. Also, if you'd like to apply, there's an application form link which we will share with you in the chat window, or and you can connect and you can directly apply to the school. Now, a little bit about Falguni over here. So, Falguni is a footwear designer, and she had been working around creating, spreading the awareness um, of design to aspirants. So she's working at WUD as the manager of outreach and admissions, and so it's great to hear from her. Thank you, Falguni, for coming in today.
Thank you so much, Dion, for inviting us over here. It is a great opportunity to create awareness about design amongst the students. So I am pretty sure that every student present over here is in like 12th standard, 11th.
There most would be there are parents here and there are students here. Most would be from the 2022 batch, all right,
Okay.
and there are people watching on YouTube as well.
That's great. So good afternoon. Sorry, good evening to everyone. So talking about design, before I take you to WUD, first I would like to tell you something about design. So when we say design is as a course, first what is design? Where is it lying? So it is everywhere. Every part, every product, everywhere. If you see around is a design. In what form? If you say, so if you have a pen, or you have a bottle, or you have a mug, or you have any particular pamphlet, or you have let's say you are in a car, or you are in a motorbike, you're commuting to some place, you see a building which is like very beautiful, you admire it, or there's a flight. These are all products. So if you see, all of them are designed. A building is designed by an architect, a mug is designed by a product designer, a car is designed by a transportation designer. So definitely there are, so this is what is about design. When I say like there is design everywhere, so definitely in each product, in each service, there is a design. Talking about which, if you see for past 2 years we have been going through this pandemic, so there were a lot of business, there were a lot of people who have started their own business on the online platform. So how to bring it online, what kind of mobile networks, what kind of mobile applications, or what your website has to look like, or what your product or service has to look like, in that was all displayed in the digital platform, and then again there were designers working for it. So this is all about like design. If you see in coming or like next 20 years, most of the things will have AI, that is artificial intelligence. So AI plays a big role, will play a big role in coming 20 years, and this is again a part of design. So this was a need of design. Now when we say the need of design as a career, if we see 2021 stats, we were having a requirement in India for more than 7,000 professionals. When I say creative professionals, that is the designers, the artists, and we have come up with only 1,200 people, such creative people. So that means there is definitely a need in the market for such kind of designers or the artists. Now moving ahead, before that I would like to share my screen. Allow me a second. Oh yes, is it visible?
Yes, it is. You can go ahead.
Yeah. So when like we were talking about design as a career, we've already discussed. So if you see the picture, that is a beautiful architecture building which has been done by Zaha Hadid. So for today, you can just learn a little bit more about Zaha Hadid. So you will know that she's an amazing architect, and she has done beautiful works across the globe. So this is what a designer or an architect does. They come up with beautiful products which is like which people admire. Now. Moving to where so why where are these designers getting hired? So if you say, you will see that the designers are everywhere. If when I said this, so I'm talking about MNCs like Google or Facebook or Amazon, where like people are working as a designer. Or you must be very familiar with Myntra. So Myntra, definitely people are working as a designer over there. So Samsung, R&D, Cognizant, Infosys. Now moving to next, if you talk about startups, like some booming startups which are working into towards any product or any kind of service, bare minimum they are having graphic designers with them, because graphic design is something which is very much trending. So people are having graphic designers working for them, who are doing either their mobile applications or the website. So that is where the designers are hired. Now what is their job? So they are either designing a product, likewise you were discussing any kind of, let's say, a home appliance. If you see your refrigerator, you like the design of maybe a Bosch refrigerator or a Whirlpool, that is a design. You like the aesthetics of it, that is again a design version of it. You like iPhone 12 because it is looking very good in some color, so that is a job of a designer. Or let's say any garment. Of course, garment, when we talk about design, we relate directly to fashion designing, because there are a lot of like brands, Biba or Max, they have come up with beautiful designs in the garment. Or the visual merchandising. So these are all places, these are all the functions of a designer. Now who are these people, where are these people learning other skills from? So definitely NIFT, which we know, the National Institute of Fashion Technology. Then we have NID, and then we have World University of Design. When I connect you with World University of Design, World University of Design is the only university and the first university where we have all the UGC approved degrees, and it is the only university which is dedicated to creative domain. When I am saying creative domain and not just the design domain, I also connect you with visual arts and performing arts. That's why I'm using the word creative and not design just. So moving to which I will take you to all these courses which are there in World University of Design. So in World University of Design,
Already, yeah. Could you please put this on presentation mode?
yeah, sure. 1 minute. Is it visible?
Not yet. I think you need to share the presentation mode screen. Yes, now it's fine.
Great. Okay. So this is again, when I take you through all these, we have 7 schools. So in 7 schools, we have School of Communication, School of Design, Architecture, Performing Arts, Fashion, Visual Arts, and Design Management. I'll take you through one by one. So School of Communication has graphic communication design. Graphic communication design, you see any graphic you like, a website, you like the design of the website, you like any codings, you like any kind of the graphics of a mobile application. These are all, you like any layout of the magazine. These are all, when we do the graphics part of it, we are designing the graphics of it. So that is what we teach you in graphic communication design. Then next we have animation and game design. Animation and game design, I'll connect you with a very a good example. You students might have been playing this Call of Duty or PUBG. So who is designing the characters behind them? Who's actually designing the tools or the weapons which are there, which you use? So there are designers who are actually sitting. So tomorrow you can be one of them who is actually designing those characters, okay, or the weapons. So that is again comes in the animation. Or animation can be anything. You see a lot of movies which have animation, or you have a lot of storytelling videos in which animation has been used. So that is what we teach you in animation and game design. Film and video design, of course, any film, any set, any videos which is coming up, it has set, it has different type of products, it has different type of styling done. So that is taught in film and video design. What lighting has to be there, what kind of colors have to be used, which time will be good. Everything about film and video is taught in film and video design. Now you talk about School of Design. So which I've already told you, product design is something which starts from a product like needle to a product like flight. So we teach you from here to the largest product, how you have to design a product with all type of material explorations. So you will be working with different kind of materials. You will be learning about different materials also, like wood veneer or stone veneer, and you will get to explore with them to how the product is made. So this is all about product design. You might learn to design home appliances. You can learn to design any kind of let's say automobile, or like all the products which are there, they are into the product design. Then we talk about transportation design. Transportation design is not just bikes or cars. Any mode of transport which we say is a bicycle or is a flight, we are teaching you in that transportation design. So we will be teaching you what a bicycle can look like, with taking inspirations, or with, like, you have seen bicycles coming up with their different colors, different looks, or with different equipments or technology into it. So this is all taught in design, in transportation design. And if I'm saying flight, you might not be designing the entire flight, but probably a part of the interiors you are doing it. So that is again a transportation design. So we teach you this entire module into transportation design. Then we have interior architecture and design. When I say interior architecture and design, I'm not just talking about interiors, I'm also talking about architecture into it. So interiors, we all know you are doing a interior of the space, but then how is it connected to architecture? So today, if you will see, many of the architects are also doing the interiors of those buildings. So they are learning it with experience, where we are teaching you here both the things together. So 50% you will be learning interior design, and 50% you will be learning the architecture part of it. So this is a collaborated course for the interior architecture and design. Then moving on to next, we have computer science and design. This is a very good scope for students who want to go for computer science in BTech, or like in the technology part of it, because here we are not only teaching you design part of it, where we are giving you basic understanding about color theory, or we are not going to make you sit and sketch or illustrate. We are actually teaching you the basics of the design, along with coding of the computer science. So that is where we have put this together and made it a course, computer science and design, which is very friendly for students who want to opt for CS in their BTech. Then moving to next, we have architecture, School of Architecture. We have 5 years of bachelor's in architecture, for which in 12th you need to mandate is there that you need to have PCM. Okay. Then we have BA in Built Environment and Habitat Studies, where you learn a lot of things about disaster management on all these courses. Then moving to next, we have School of Performing Arts. So when I say School of Performing Arts, I am not telling you to become just an artist. Whereas we know that artists are like really honored. They get to perform on international platforms. They go to Athens to perform, and they like amongst many other people who are performing from different countries. But also I am telling you to become a dance therapist tomorrow or a music therapist tomorrow. If you yourself explore, there are n number of people who are working as dance therapists or music therapist. And of course, very known fact with us, when you learn any of the performing arts, be it dance or music, you can become a choreographer tomorrow. So that is again which is there in the School of Performing Arts. Then we have a School of Fashion. So very relatable word. School, when we talk about design, people definitely think about fashion design. So fashion design, we start with the sketching. We start with what the trend is going on, or what forecasting is to be done, what colors are going to be there for which season, learning from sketching to the making to the construction part of it, and finally making your own collection. So you're working with designers tomorrow, any big design studio, and making your own collection. That is what we teach you in fashion design. Now, fashion communication. This is different from fashion design. So here you are not sitting and sketching or drawing or illustrating. Rather, you are communicating fashion. When I say you are communicating fashion, that is in terms of styling, in terms of fashion photography, in terms of blogging, in terms of coming up with the new editions of magazine. Like people are working as a stylist for Vogue magazine. So that is we are talking about. So if you might have known about Date the Ramp, or let's say Alaya by Stage 3. So these are all people who are working as fashion stylists. So that is where this fashion communication plays an important role, because you don't want to sit and sketch and design it, rather you can communicate it by being a stylist. Then we move to textile design, where we teach you to the entire process of production of a fabric, different weaves, different kind of materials. So that is what is taught in textile design for BDES. Then we have a School of Visual Arts, where we are teaching you creative painting. We take you through the entire process of different types of painting. So let it be mural art, or let it be your oil painting, or let it be your acrylic painting. All types of painting and printmaking is being taught. Now there are two programs in it. One is creative painting, which is your hands-on experience with the painting itself. But then also we have introduced digital drawing and illustration. Why? Because nowadays we know the entire system is digitally heavy. So if you see this, you need to be actually friendly with all kind of platforms. So tomorrow you have made a beautiful work, but then again you want to this your work to be reflected somewhere, let's say across the globe. So like I will give you a very example, very relatable example. One of your faculties tomorrow, let's say you are here. So this faculty is working with artisans from Jammu. So those she will send her work there. She will do it digitally and send it to them, and then they make a beautiful cushion cover out of pashmina material from that particular art, and then those cushion covers are sent out for really good prices. So this is how, when you are an artist, you are actually doing something digitally. This is how your work can also be used in different platforms, and that is why we are making sure that you are digital friendly with this digital drawing and illustration program. Moving to next, we have the School of Design and Management. So students who really want to go for BBA. So this is a very good opportunity, because here we are not just telling you to be a person of management and learn only HR, finance, marketing, or operations. We are also teaching you design strategy. Now, saying that, why is design strategy important? So design strategy is something, if you see a lot of entrepreneurs today who have started their own business, or you see people who are working for MNCs, they are very much required to be cost effective. They are very much required to be balancing between the process of design and manufacturing, or the management of it, and they have to actually streamline the process, smoothen it. So that's where the role of design strategists or design managers play. So they are not only looking into the management part of it, rather they're also sharing their inputs on this design part of it, and the strategizing the entire process. So that is where we teach you a bit of design along with management. So if I'm so in bit of design, if I'm saying, I'm again not asking you to sit, sketch, draw. No, you are going to be taught basics of design, like along with artificial intelligence or service design or data analytics. These are all going to be taught in BBA. as a major. Then with minors, you will have HR, operations, finance, or marketing. So this was all about the schools of World University of Design along with their programs. Now moving to next, we understand that you must be having a question. Where are you going to be placed tomorrow if you become a designer? So these are the places where designers are actually required. Be it media houses, advertising agencies, retail sector, photography and film, system design, city planning, AR/VR development, museums, art galleries. To be precise, then we come down to like product design. You can be a footwear designer tomorrow like me, or you can be into spatial design, you can be into furniture design. Then you have transportation design, where you can be a part of 3D modeling or mobility safety, and likewise we discussed about the interiors of a flight, so seat, interior and accessory design. Then we have interior design, where you can be a habitat interior designer or wellness interiors designer, or into hospitality. So these are the places where designers are actually working in particular streams. So like for graphic communication, illustration, visual designer, visualizer, 2D artist, for animation and game design, concept artist, storyboard artist, 3D modeling, or for film and video, you have film direction, cinematography, or art direction. So these are the spaces where students can work after becoming a designer. Like for visual arts, for creative painting, you can be an art director tomorrow, or you can be a curator. And for digital drawing illustration, you can be a cartoonist or character designer, like character we were talking about for the games. Then digital paintings. Now moving to next, these were the stats for first 3 years. They have all modified. So the modified ones are like I'm sorry if it's not shared here. So we have like we have 7 schools and we have more than 30 programs. But along with that, now we have more than 900 students with us in campus, which who are from 22 states in India, where the ratio of boys to girls is 40 to 60. And the graduates who are coming are now, it's not mandate for you to be a BCom student or an art student to be a designer. Rather, our students are coming from a science background, or which are like 48%. So that again, people are becoming designers even if after they have opted for PCM. Then we have more than 75 faculties in campus with us, with whom that we are going to discuss in the next slide. So then again, this is what the campus looks like, World University of Design, which is dedicated to creative domain. And it is located in Sonipat, Haryana, which is like Delhi NCR, and it is university is located close to NH1 highway, which the highway which connects Delhi and Chandigarh. This university is 40 minutes drive, or to be precise, 30 kilometers from Delhi. This is what the campus looks like. And Rajiv Gandhi, it is located in Rajiv Gandhi Education City. Rajiv Gandhi Education City is again a government project where more than 100 universities are coming in. So we are placed in one of them, in this particular Rajiv Gandhi Education City. So these are some of the pictures of the campus. And when we talk about design, it has to be really supported well with labs, studios, machineries, workshop. If you talk about AR, VR, we have AR, VR lab with the equipment, Oculus in it. So likewise, we have photography studio, because any product you are making, it has to be captured well so that you can put it in your portfolio. So that is, we have photography studio, we have computer lab with Mac systems, we have stitching lab, visual art lab, product design lab or product design workshop, animation and game design, fashion lab. So these are all the labs and workshops with us. When we talk about visual arts, the artist work has to be displayed, and that is why we make sure that it is displayed in the in-house art gallery, where people come for campus visit, they can actually see their work and admire it. Likewise, we were talking about faculty. So we, when you come to a college or a university, it is mandate that you are getting knowledge from the right people, and we have well qualified faculties and experienced faculty from LCF London, or FIT New York, or NABA, Raffles, IIT, NID, NIFTs. So the all the faculties are from there. Then we believe in that design is upgrading every day. It's not even every day, every second. So you need to be very well connected with the industry for all the updates which are happening. That's why we have people who are, so our own faculties are also working with the industry, but at the same time we get guest faculties who come and share their valuable insights with us, with the students, so that they are very much on the updates of the industry. They are very much getting the knowledge of the same. If we talk about international collaborations, saying this, I am talking about a semester exchange program. So we are collaborated with universities like Oxford Brookes University or Berkeley University of California or Vancouver Film School, where our students go for a semester. So if you talk about semester exchange program, it is a 6 months semester where you go to the other university and you learn with the faculties over there. And if so, then these universities are located in US, Canada, UK, Europe. When I talk about the this international collaboration or semester exchange program, I this is very important to bring into your notice that this semester exchange program, the tuition fees will be taken care of by WUD. We World University of Design is going to pay the tuition fees, but then again, fooding and lodging has to be taken care by you. So let's suppose tomorrow you don't want to go for it. Out of, let's say, 15 students, only 5 want to go. Rest 10 can stay back with WUD and they will learn the same module with the professors or the faculties over here. So it is not mandate, it is optional. As a design university, it becomes a part where we keep participating in a lot of global projects or the design competitions. So this is where we have participated in a global project. WUD is the youngest university in India to lead an Erasmus project, or it is also partner to the design across culture programs of Amsterdam University of Applied Sciences. We also have membership of industry associations like ASSOCHAM or FICCI. Then we are also into Global Goals Jam, where we are one of the 80 participants across the globe. We have this 2 day event over here in the campus. Teams work together towards the local challenges related to SDGs. SDGs is Sustainable Development Goals. Then these are our industry collaborations. So moving to next, we believe in learning by doing. So because when you talk about design, it is mostly 80% practicals. So we take you to the live construction site, we take you to the historical architectures, you actually sit there, analyze the problems, and you then become, because majorly designers are supposed to be problem solvers. There is a problem and they fix it with the design or the aesthetics. So that is why we believe we take you to the these live construction sites or any kind of architecture places or historical architecture places where you sit, you observe, and then you come up with a design or the solution for the same. So these are some of the academic events which keep happening in the campus. This center one, this installation which you see in is done by our interior design students for a competition which has happened and they won laurels. Then every university has this an annual fest, and likewise we also have where a lot of activities keep happening like dance or fashion shows or the music. So which is called as Cult. So Cult is the annual fest of World University of Design. We've also been recognized for many awards. Amongst few, I will name them, like ASSOCHAM's Most Upcoming University Award or CSR Times Best Education Startup Award 2019. So these are the awards which WUD has been recognized for. And this is the information about which I will also share with you guys in a while in the chat box. So you can definitely go to the website and see the application process of WUD is you have to go to the website. There will be apply now button. You can log on to that and you can fill your application form. Post that you will get an update about the entrance exam. So our next entrance exam is on 2nd of April. So before that you can apply and you can appear for the exam. Post that you will get a call or a mail regarding your campus interview or and portfolio round. So for that which you have to appear, the dates will be shared with you. Post that you will get your admission letter. That will be all. I can share the video, Leon.
Yes, you can. Go
Thank
ahead.
you. Just a minute.
Falguni, we're not able to hear any sound.
Wait 1 minute.
Yeah.
Is it audible now?
Yes, yes.
Beautiful. Yes. So that is all from my end.
All right. Thank you for that. A couple of questions. So those who have questions can post your questions now, and we'll moderate these questions in. But just a couple of questions in terms of what students generally ask. So one of the main questions is like, why should a student leave their home city and travel all the way to WUD? What are the main key points or the main USPs for which a student should leave their home city and come out to WUD? Yeah.
Okay. See, so there are few things which WUD is like known for. One, because the entire, so if you talk about any other, design college, or so there, the things which are happening is into in wide perspective. Like if you see, there's management, there's technology, but WUD is only about creative domain. So our entire focus is towards the creativity. The ecosystem over here is very well supported with all the design programs or the creative programs which are running here. So it is, thanks for asking that question, along with which I would like to add on here. So tomorrow if a child is traveling and they are with a mindset of like fashion design I want to do, one thing which is good here is that once you enroll here and you have made a mind that you want to do fashion design, but along with that, first year is the foundation year. So you will be given an overview of all the courses: product design, transportation design, fashion design. You will be learning everything. And post that, if you change your mind and you see, okay, your potential is to, very much towards the transportation design, you can always switch to that particular stream. That is one. And two, you have an option of selecting an elective. So you are a student of design, fashion design, but as an elective you can always opt for music or dance. So that is also there. And then if you say, so these are some of the points. And then WUD, comparatively, there are at times constraints because design is a really expensive course. So if you compare the fee structure with WUD, it is very low. So if you see for the other fee structures, we are offering students any design BDES, the fee structure is 2,75,000 per year. Along with that also comes the scholarship. So if you are a student who has got 90% in your, more than 90% in your 12th, you are eligible for 50% scholarship. If you've got between 80 to 90%, you are eligible for 35% scholarship. So likewise we have more. So that is how we, on top of your fee structure, we also have scholarships for students, and we have special scholarships also for people who have some some different cases altogether. So that is depending on the particular scenario. So this is where WUD is. And then one of the major things is, again, we give you 100% placements. If I tell you in detail, there are more than 120 companies on board with us, which includes Whirlpool, which has Max Group, or Agio, Biba, Van Heusen, Ixigo. These are few of them which I'm naming out of 120. And we give you 100% placements. So we make you go through the entire process of the placement training, and then every student is placed.
All right, all right. So when was your university started?
It was started in 2016.
In 2016. Okay, so the first batch should be out into 2020. So this is the third batch that's coming out now.
So because of the pandemic, last year the placements were happening till now.
Okay.
Because yes, so that's how.
All right, all right. So the 5 points that you mentioned, one is why is WUD unique? Number one, it's a design-centric university where that encompasses all aspects of design. The second one you mentioned is that the students have the option to change, right?
Hmm.
Change after how long do they change their?
After 1 year of the foundation. So in first year is the foundation year, where you will be getting an overview of all the courses, and then post that you can change. So you have come for fashion design, definitely you can go for product design after 1 year.
All right. And the third aspect is the relatively lower fee structure, which is 2.75 lakhs per year.
Per annum, yes.
And on that, you'll offer scholarships as well.
Right.
All right. And the fifth point you mentioned is the 100% placements. Fantastic. Um, what are the industry interactions or the industry opportunities that students get to do while they are studying in?
So, see, there are two ways of industry interactions. One is being their internships, so which they can go for summer internship with the different brands which are around here, or probably in anywhere in Pan India. The second thing is, they are also, like I told, that they are also getting an international exchange program where they are learning with the other universities. That is so about semester exchange program. Then third is that the student, with the connects of faculties. At time faculties get them the actual projects, where the projects have been given to them by the designers, and these projects are done by the students. So that is another live experience which students get to work with. So these are the actual projects. These are, I'm not talking about you're going and just learning it with someone. I'm talking about you're working on the actual project. So that is another thing.
All right. Could you give us a few examples of the projects that students have
So
worked on?
likewise, there was a interior design firm with which our faculty is associated with. So that interior design firm was designing a space for some of the brand, and that entire project of designing that particular space and managing that space, it was a retail outlet. So that was given to our students, and a set of five students have worked on it, and that particular design was used by the designer, the interior designer. So that is how they work together.
All right. All right. Right. If anyone has any further questions, they could ask it now. Otherwise, we can. I think we're pretty much done with all the questions. Right. All right. In the meantime, just in case um, anything comes up, just a second. Let me just share my screen again. Right. So if anyone's interested in WUD, you could click on the DQ Edge link for more information. And you could also click on the application form link to directly apply to WUD. And in case you need to connect with them, Falguni, could you share some contact details?
Yeah, just a minute. I will share it in the chat box.
Yeah. The link has also been shared on both the chat box as well as uh, the YouTube
So,
description.
yeah, so this is a website link. Along with that, you can see brochure over there. So you can actually go to the brochure and you can see that version digitally over there of our brochure. So you will have all the course details and fee structure and everything mentioned over there. And then we have the contact details as well.
All right, all right, right. Thank you so much for Falguni for taking the time out to coming and meeting with our students and parents.
Thank you
It's
so much, Dion, for giving us this opportunity.
it's been a pleasure having you over.
Thank you
All
so
right,
much.
thank you.